Guess I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way, I follow. No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find no matter what, yeah. Susceptible now, before the moment flies, before it flies. So tell your good lies, 'cause I'll find no matter what. Susceptible now, before the moment flies.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Happy Monday to everyone out there on YouTube, joining me on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn. I don't think I'm live on Instagram right now, but to those platforms, welcome. So for today, I'm going to start a quick series, which is simply a review of a challenge that I signed up for. It's a 5-day challenge with Myron Golden. Many of you may have heard about Mr. Golden. Some of you may not. If you have not, I encourage you to go to his YouTube channel, check out some of his videos. It's just great. He's a business coach, but his content and the value that he brings is really phenomenal. Really phenomenal. I think I first saw one of his videos. It may have just been something that popped up, that the algorithm may have thought that, I wanted to view or see or whatever have you. And I just kind of brushed it off, honestly. It just seemed, initially, it seemed like one of those kind of, another one of those motivational speakers that, maybe saying a lot of words, but not saying too much. And that's no slam against him at all. But nonetheless, eventually I came across a couple, it kept coming up in my feed, and eventually I clicked on one, and I must have clicked on the right one because I was hooked after that. So I'm in his 5-day challenge called Make More Offers. But let me check. Give me 2 seconds. Let me check to see if we are live and well on the platforms. Okay. So YouTube looks good. I thought I was checking. Thought I had Facebook up and going. Okay, I see us now live on Facebook, so that's good. All right, so Make More Offers challenge. It's a 5-day challenge where you meet up. It's a group setting through a link, Zoom, and I think, how many people do we have in our group? So just a quick point. One of the things they do for each challenge is they set up a Facebook group. So a lot of the information and introductions, you can meet other people and see who's in the group through this Facebook group. You receive the link to that once you've registered for the challenge. And I believe that link is sent to whether you do the general session, which is from 12 to 1. If you purchase the VIP, which means you come in at 11 a.m. to 12, you have that hour just with the other VIPs and Mr. Golden there. They're a part of that group. And if you do the platinum purchase, which is additional money, of course, you get to ask him a question directly. So everyone is on this Facebook page. So that's just another key that I'm most likely going to mimic even with the challenge that I've been building and going to be putting together later this month, or broadcasting starting later this month, is to create a Facebook group for that particular challenge. So this challenge is 35. Is the Make More Offers Challenge 35 group. There are 172 people in this group. Definitely felt like it was like 160 people on the call. And for the first day, it was awesome. I have to say, I have to tip my hat to you, sir, to Mr. Golden. Not that I thought that it would not be. I was a little curious as to, okay, is he going to be actually live, or is he going to come on live for a second and then just, show us previously recorded videos? Um, that wasn't the case at all. He came on for that first hour. He actually answered multiple questions for those who paid the premium. For the VIP, we got to listen in to him answer multiple questions. Now, why is it premium to ask him a question? Well, Myron charges $40,000 an hour for his one-on-one coaching. So if to pay an additional $500 on top of the price of the VIP to ask him that question, you're actually getting a good deal. Especially if the answer is impactful, right? It's something that you're asking the right question. You're asking the question in search of the answer that you truly need to know. You have a good understanding and clarity as to whatever that true hurdle is, that true rock that's just in your way, and that you can get an answer to, and just smash that rock to pieces so you can get on down the road and really accelerate what you're doing. So yeah, it's definitely worth that. But just listening, if you just pay for the VIP access, that additional hour from 11 to 12 to hear him answer those questions, you can. I gain so much. So let's take a look at the book that I have that I'm taking notes in. It's a really cool book. It says Goal. I don't know if you guys can see that. So it's a cool book. See the light yet? Little secret, as cool as this book is, and I love the paper and the texture, the covering, and material of the covering, it only costs like $1 because I got it from like the dollar store. It was one of the biggest surprises that I've gotten of something so nice for $1. Nonetheless, part of the homework was to create a day one kind of reaction video, review, critique video, and post that in the group. So for that video, one of the things I did in my review was I counted the pages of notes. That I was taking. And I have like 13 and a half pages because I write on the front and back side. So I have like half a page of one, then a full page on the other side of that. Full page, half, full page, full page. You get the idea of what I'm saying. So I just don't want to sound redundant. There is a workbook. So let me start in the beginning. When I finally decided that I wanted to take this challenge was because I need to continue to invest in coaching, teaching, so that I can continue to go higher, better develop my message, better develop the product, to better articulate the value that I'm bringing. So coaches need coaches. And I'm not saying that I'm a coach. What I'm saying is I'm a professional in the real estate, and I still am constantly learning, constantly growing, and I'm putting my money where my mouth is because I'm going out and I'm joining a challenge. I've been working on Create. I already have the website for the challenge that I'll be doing soon for real estate agents. But I'm not, some all-knowing agent. No, I have a lot of room and a lot of things to learn. So I joined the challenge, finally just buckled down to do it. It was great timing because I had moved my challenge back And it allowed for me to do this week of intensive deep dive into the strategies, the funnels, the approach, the questions I should be asking, and et cetera, et cetera. And so far, it's been awesome. And it's just the first day, and it's just the first general body hour session. So once you sign up, if you, I think it's makingmoreofferschallenge.com. You can go check that out, but definitely go to Myron Golden's YouTube channel. Look at his videos. Um, Once you sign up, you will get a pre-recorded video that you can watch that has some information there, good information. And then you'll also get a workbook. One of the things he apologized for initially in coming into the room with the VIPs, but also he did it again with the general body of attendees, was that I'm apologizing. You're not going to get any sleep. It's going to be a lot of work. You're going to have homework. You're going to have reading. And so far, I'm thankful for it. The books that were suggested, I've already gotten those. One of them I was able to find as an audiobook, so I could be listening to that as we go. And so I think it's some type of van or UPS. If you hear any beeping sound, it's probably a delivery or something. But anyway, so I already have one of those books. I found them on YouTube for audiobooks. So I'll be going through that. Yeah, if you're committed to doing the homework, really fleshing it out, walking it out, executing it, if you are committed to doing the reading, you're gonna be up. You're gonna be getting a lot of sleep. But nonetheless, quick takeaways. I have a better understanding of what is an effective lead magnet. I can tell you that much. But if I start in the beginning, one of the things I started doing was I was taking note as to my process and registration from clicking on that link to the landing page. Once you sign up in the landing page, where you take, what it looks like, what does it even sound like, because there's a video component to that. How is the information uh, relayed? How is it organized on the website? Once you register for the 5-day challenge, what happens thereafter? They have it set up in a really good system. Not only do you get an email, but you immediately get a gift or something for free, or you know, some additional resource. You get a text message, so they have it set up so that when you go to the website, that attendee registers, they get an email verifying that registration. Then they get another email with a welcome and a link to the Facebook group. They get a text message signifying that the registration is completed. And they'll also continue to follow up via text leading up to it. So really great, man. Really great. Let me see if there's any questions. Has anyone taken Myron Golden's challenge before? I know one of my good buddies here in Charlotte has. Well, he was at I think he was at the conference. Shout out George Archibald and your wife, my sis. Love you guys. I know he was at the conference just because I saw him in the videos. That's all. So I don't see any questions on Facebook, YouTube. Oh, excuse me. I didn't see any questions on YouTube. Don't see any questions on Facebook. So we should be good. All right. So in the VIP session, which starts an hour early, law-free content was something. Now, let me reiterate: the hour prior to the general session that is from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Then everyone comes in at 12 noon to 1. So from 11 a.m. to 12 noon, that's when the VIPs and the premium package purchasers are in that and only them. We went over the law of free content. I'm just going to give you some quick talking points. All businesses are sales. Um, People pay what I effectively charge them after I framed the value for them. The value of my offer is the payoff that they already desire. So, in other words, when you're making an offer in your business, the payoff, if the payoff that you are uh, stating, declaring is going to be the result from having taken their challenge or taken their course or read their book, if the payout is something of value to that individual, then that's going to be much easier for you to sell that particular offer to them, regardless of the price, regardless if it's video, book, just audio, maybe like podcasts where you have an account set up and they had to pay a subscription to access the resources. It's all about the payoff. Um, then I wrote notes about just the experience of how his funnel was set up from a system standpoint. Um, Outcomes. So, what is the outcome? That's the payoff. I think I may have said payout, payoff, whatever. What's the outcome that uh, someone should expect to have? Well, if you can identify those people that are looking for a particular outcome and you can provide the solution to connect them to the outcome that they desire, then that's a win. So, first of all, that outcome that you are pitching, that you have, that's going to be the result of having invested time, money with you or your service or your product, it has to be desirable by the other person. Then it has to be measurable, has to be believable, has to be stateable. When he says stateable, that means that you can articulate it in a very, very short sound bite and it's very clear, right? Um, Group coaching. Shout out to AC Hatchett, Andre, the Notary King. He's a good buddy of mine. And in one of our conversations over the phone, because we talk all the time, and I'm talking to him about my 5-day challenge that I'm building. And I was like, yeah, I want to do one-on-one coaching and da 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 da. He was like, no, he said, I think you should do the group. Yeah, do a group, make it once a week, once a month, whatever. But do it group style. And I never, and I took his advice, AC Hatch's advice on that. It's amazing how it was reinforced today. And one of the reasons why is that one-on-one coaching is not as good as group coaching. The answers I give in to, let's say, an attendee in that group, it's going to help the other attendees in that group as well. So because becomes a much more rich experience when it's a group. It's almost as if I'm getting 3 or 4 or 5 times the value, because while I can answer a question, I can uh, ask a question and get an answer. I'm speaking from the attendee standpoint. I can ask a question and get an answer back. I'm learning so much, and the questions that other people have, I may not have thought about, or I may have had, and I'm getting those answered as well. Even though my question time, may be up, kind of a thing. Um, Group coaching, yeah, answers I give help everybody create my own verbiage so people know they are talking my stuff. And that's something that I was like, wow, yeah, because there are content creators that have certain terms, use certain phrases that may not even that term, that word. Uh, Mr. Golden uses skillionaire. That's not in the dictionary, but that's a term that he coined, right? So if someone else says that term skillionaire, well, they're using a Myron Golden's term. So what are terms that you're creating, right? And it could be a phrase. Sometimes it's a sound, even with a lot of the podcasts, right? There are certain sounds that if you hear that sound, it reminds you of a TV show, it reminds you of a podcast, it reminds you of a song, right? From a particular album. because it has a particular, noticeable sound that's repetitive, or repeated throughout what they do. So yeah, a lot of pages of notes. I still have homework. I still have reading to do, but I'll leave you with this, and this was really impactful. He went to his digital whiteboard and was, drawing out what the point that he was talking about. So he drew a little stick figure, and on one side it said pleasure, on the other side it said pain. If you're pitching, if your call to action is, and this is someone, this stick figure is someone who doesn't know you, but they, I don't know, maybe to see an ad. You're running Facebook ads, you're doing pre-roll ads, whatever, and your ad comes up, they don't know you, and you're already trying to bring that person through your articulation of what your offer is towards pleasure. They're very unlikely to trust you. However, if someone sees it because you're a stranger to them, and what you're articulating is something that can take them away from the pain, which is pushing them towards pleasure, but you're not selling, hey, come get closer to the pleasure you're seeking. You're selling to them, I have a way to take you away from the pain you're experiencing. They're most likely going to be more willing to listen to you and trust you, because people will not often accept pleasurable things from strangers, but people will often accept help from strangers, right? That's going to get them out of a pain point. And I never thought about it that way. It was just so awesome. So that's my little snippet for today. I hope that it's been informative about that challenge. Definitely check it out for yourself. Do your research on it. My ending conclusion of day one is 2 thumbs up. Way up. Way up. I mean, even the homework just has my mind just buzzing. So many ideas. I mean, yeah. So I have, even for the homework, it ended up taking like another 4 pages to do because of the ideas, not because the assignment was necessarily that long or would take that long, but we had to come up with some things. And once it started, even when it was, and I felt, oh, this is whack, this is not a good idea, but I just started there. But the more I wrote, the more the ideas came, and the more clarity came to me as to what to create or whatever. So nonetheless, be blessed, y'all. As Myron would say, be blessed by the best. And I will see you all tomorrow for, let me see if there's any comments or anything, because I've been in the private chat. No, I think we're good. So be blessed. Have an awesome, awesome rest of the Monday. I hope you all who were able to see the full eclipse got a chance to view that today. In North Carolina, really didn't hit us like so much. We didn't see that like other parts of the country, but I did follow up on it live, and that was some cool stuff. Like, that was very cool. That was very cool. So be blessed, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow for my day 2 recap of the Making More Offers Challenge by Myron Golden. Peace out. And I'm gonna cue up some music. I'm gonna get to the point where I'm gonna cue this. It's gonna be so like flawless. I'm gonna be like, peace out, and it's like the music starts. The music's not starting yet. There it is. All right. Be blessed, y'all. Much love. Talk to you now.
In this moment, yes, I cannot say what's wrong or right. No, it's not hard to fool me. No, 'cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yes. Yeah, breathe away. I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. tell you goodbye.